Man, what I learned from that fight is don't be stupid. We're heavyweights. We can all hit hard. Mama always told me when I was growing up that you win stupid prizes for stupid tricks. And I got my prize for that one. I put my hands down, let a heavyweight hit me. Now, I'm not saying I would have won that fight had I kept my hands up. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying I'd take out any chance of me winning that fight whenever I drop my hands. So keep your hands up and fight my tail off. When you train for a fight, you train for a fight. I'm just ready to fight. Who I'm fighting, whatever. I pay attention a little bit to what they do, how they move, some of their tendencies and habits. And outside of that, a fight is a fight. Either you know how to do it or you don't. Man, it's so much. I used to be a professional boxer. Bare knuckle, to me, in my opinion, is so much better than pro boxing. With pro boxing, you get a huge thudding blow to your head. You can feel your brain rattle when you get hit with pro boxing. Bare knuckle, you can feel a little bit of that rattle, more of a sharp pain. The rattle is not near about as bad, and it doesn't take your head as long to recover for the next few days afterwards. It's important for me to win, to keep fighting, to keep progressing, to keep getting better. If I lose this fight, I'm not getting better. I'm no better than I was last time I got in there, which means it'll be time for me to not do this anymore. I've still got a lot of improving I can do, and I feel like I've made a bunch of improvements in my game. And so if I don't win this fight, that tells me that I'm not where I thought I was. I don't take a fight. I don't back down from any fight, but I feel like I can also win any fight. I don't care who it's against. So if I lose this fight, that means it's probably time for me to go on somewhere, and I feel like I got a whole lot of fights left in me. My wife was 14 years old. She was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which caused the walls of her heart to thicken and the chambers inside of her heart to swell up. After we had our baby, she come down with dysautonomia, which is a nerve condition, makes her heart and her brain not communicate very well. She also now has fibromyalgia, which makes her skin hurt from head to toe at all times. She has several intestinal diseases now that makes it to where the food that she does eat, she can't pull nutrients out of it the way that you and I would. Then sometimes she can eat this food, then now tomorrow she can't eat that food anymore. She's got to figure out what food it is that she can stomach. So she may go 3 or 4 days on end without getting a full meal because she hasn't yet been able to find what she can eat. And it's just it's a rat race to keep her alive even. And, we've just been praying, man, turning over to God. We have complete faith that the good Lord is going to heal her. When's it going to happen? We don't know. We never know when anything's going to happen. We never know when God's going to do anything because it's in His timing, not ours. If it was my timing, she would have been healed a couple years ago. When everything started getting bad, it never would have got bad, and she'd have been immediately healed had it been in my timing. But this is in God's timing. God has a plan for this. It's not up to me to say when it's going to happen. Just keep having faith and praying that it is going to. Oh man, I'm super proud of my wife. I'm super proud. Look, we had some people reaching out to us wanting to offer some sponsorship towards us, but not willing to do so as long as I was signed with a manager. And so, what about my wife? So they suggested maybe my wife should manage me, and since then I've now got a list full of my T-shirt. Back of my T-shirt's full of sponsors that she has gotten, and they have come on board because she was my manager. And so, man, I'm super proud of her tackling a task like this that she knew nothing about and just picking it up and running with it the way that she has. Man, it's amazing. I'm just super, super proud of her. Her fight every day just to stay alive, just to stay out of depression is something amazing. And I cannot express how proud I am of my wife over that. We had a friend set up a Facebook page for her illnesses. It's called Britain's Battle. You can go to my page and search it, or even just search it on Facebook. It's called Britain's Battle, and it is her a page that was made for her that she has now. That has they have different people running different kind of raffles and different kind of charity stuff, raffles or whatever, fundraisers is the word I'm looking for, and different stuff like that. And so there's constantly people on there helping. There's a GoFundMe on there to help, her with the medical bills that we have and everything. And look, I work a good job. I'm not going to lie to you. I work a good job. But my goodness, man, it's going to take a village to take care of this one. And that's what I'm hoping and praying for, relying on. I'm going to win tomorrow night because of my why. You've seen my why in this last question with my wife. That is my why. This is, I truly feel like we were called by God to be here. Somebody somewhere needs help in some kind of way. Need to see that, hey man, this old country boy, he ain't nothing but an old blue collar worker, and he's out there doing these. Some little kid needs to see, I can do that too. This guy's not running around blowing all of his money and hanging out in all these bars and doing all this other stuff, So it's cool to do that. So I can do that things and still make good money and, not have to worry about going out and pimping around or, having to keep up with the Joneses or any of that stuff. It's okay to be average Joe and still do this stuff and be good at it. And so, maybe that's all, that's all that God has for me, But maybe that's what I'm here to do. Maybe that's I don't know. But what I do know is I'm being obedient. Things start falling into place when you're obedient. Look at the last third fight in a row now that I've had. I shouldn't have this fight. I shouldn't have had the last two fights. Who in the world ever would have thought somebody out of McLean, Mississippi that nobody in the country has heard of would have been picked to fight Mike Kyle on the main event? And then that guy that nobody's heard of wins the fight? Come on, man. That's big, I believe I got a calling on it. I believe the good Lord is going to show exactly how much of a calling I have tomorrow night.